The sets that I'm going to be using today is You've Got Mail, Wish You Were Here, Car Critters for the fun little car, Happy Village. I'm really only using the sun and cloud out of that. I have Car Critters, Road Trip Add on, and It's a Bird. I stamped out all of the images onto the 80-pound white cardstock from Lawn Fawn, and I stamped it in the jet black ink. Now, this is really kind of a hodgepodge of a coloring. I kind of picked colors from my Copic marker color collection, my Olo markers, and Ohuhu. Of course, you do not need all of those sets to do your coloring. There was just certain colors I had in mind, and some colors I'm more familiar with in those collection than others. So I kind of did a mix and match here. I started with the E40 range in Copic markers for the mice. I really like that color combination. And then came in with some light pink or peach colors for the belly, the heart, and the nose. Then for the arrow, I stamped them out, but I wasn't sure exactly which one I may use. And I did two different colors for the arrows because, again, I wasn't sure which one I would like better. So one of them I did in red. I also decided to color in the heart in a red color because that pink was a little bit too light. And then the car is going to get colored in this teal color. Now I noticed I don't know, I picked up some color or something with my tip, and the right-hand side of the car had some sort of red smudging on it. It was really weird. And I just kept coloring. I figured I would end up putting one of the mice over the front end of that part of the car. So that ends up working out. I did do the coloring where the highlight was going to be in the center of each of those areas of the car. So that was a really easy way to determine where to put like the shadows or the darkest color of each marker was to color all around it and then keep the highlight in the center. I did light grays, of course, for the bumper and also the wheels. And then I'm going to come in with a yellow color combination for the headlights. I did maybe two or three colors there. And I'm also going to use those same yellows out of the Copic marker collection for the sun. I also did them on the straps and the buckles for my suitcases, a little bit of red for the front of the car, and then I'm going to work on the suitcases. So you can have a lot of fun making these different colors. I decided to just kind of keep this simple for right now because a lot of the color is going to be focused on my map up on top, which I will use a stencil for. So I kept the luggage just a general brown color. I'm going to do kind of this, I kind of look at it as like a safari green for the outfits. But of course, these are just two travelers. Maybe they're on a road trip, maybe they're moving, maybe it is students on a road trip. It could be anything. So, but I just kept them in a safari green. My other arrow here, I did some blues for. And then I also colored in my license plate, my windshield, and the cloud. The cloud I did with a light blue outline. The rest of the car is going to be colored in with gray. And I just kind of did some flicks to create streaks. You could also do a really light blue or a really light teal there as well. To color in the map, I'm going to use the coordinating stencil for this. So I placed my cardstock down on top of a sticky mat to hold my cardstock in place. And then I'm lining up just one of the layers of the stencil. It doesn't matter which order you go in. It ends up where most of the time my stencil isn't even touching the sticky mat. So I do take a piece of Post-it tape to hold it in place. The first color I started with is fresh lavender using some small blending brushes. A lot of times you're going to see my color ends up being a little darker than it probably should. And really, that's just because I still have some residual ink left over on those blending brushes. The second color I did was Merman for a teal. I'm doing Sunflower for the yellow. And then I'm bringing in bubblegum. Now, each time I am shifting my stencil and just lining up the open areas of the stencil with my map. And then I'm going to finish it off with a celery stick. So this really brought back some grade school vibes for me with that colorful map. Now I lined up all the coordinating dies, ran them through the die cut machine to cut them all out. And I'm kind of showing you my process. This is sped up, but this is what I will typically do when creating is figure out how I want this to all lay out. I am using the Postage rectangle stackables that's out of a Kraft cardstock. I stamped that postcard onto the white cardstock and die cut it with its coordinating die. And then I used a small stitched rectangle die for the inside panel of that postage die. Now, I decided I didn't like that small stitched rectangle piece out of white cardstock. So I picked out mist cardstock. It's a really nice light pale blue. And I want to create kind of a watermark look with this map. So I have a sticky mat in my Misty right now. I'm stamping the map kind of sporadically using the mermaid ink, I think it is, just to give it a watermark look. I cleaned it in between, I move it around and then stamp it down. So it's really just a subtle background. I'm also going to go ahead and stamp my postage marks on there, and that is using guava ink and black ink. So I have it hanging off the edge of the cardstock. Now, my panel I created, I'm die cutting out with the largest die from the small stitched rectangles. And then I'm going to do my sentiment because I really need that to kind of figure out placement for everything else. I am using a sentiment from the Happy Village stamp set. I have a piece of tomato cardstock prepped with an anti-static powder tool. I stamped my sentiment in Yeti pigment ink so it stays wet a little longer, sprinkled on my white embossing powder, and then melted that with my heat tool. And I didn't want this to stretch all the way across. So I'm going to trim this into two separate lines using my paper trimmer and just making those a nice small skinny strip. Now that all of my components are ready, I can start kind of getting everything back in place. I liked the original design. I just switched out that white cardstock for my mist cardstock with the stamping on the background. There are a few elements that I do plan on popping up with foam squares. So I usually will start in the back and kind of work my way up towards the front. So I did adhere the sun behind the postcard. So it's kind of peeking out there. I attached my map to the postcard. And then I figured I might as well get my main panels put down because I'm not going to pop those up. So those are just adhered with a tape runner along with my postcard that's going to be in the background. The one mouse, I had already gone ahead and covered up my little smudge there on my car, so I just attached that with the tape runner along with my luggage at the top, and now I can start popping everything up. So everything is going to be using either large or small foam squares from Lawn Fawn. The heart and the arrow I did attach with just a tape runner, didn't need to be popped up. And I did opt for the blue arrow because I did my sentiment on the red cardstock, so I thought the blue just kind of worked better as far as color went. The sentiment, you can see I did in two separate lines and I did pop those up with foam squares as well. And then I'm adding a little bit of sparkle with some stickles to the headlights and also to the heart. And I finished off the card by adding some white gel pen highlights to the rest of my images. I really like how all of this came together, and I'm also thinking that this would look really good in a travel journal, whether you're using the images all together like this or individually. Now, this card could be for someone that has moved, maybe you're moving, maybe a student is leaving for college or coming home from college, or you just want to send somebody some smiles across the miles. This card is going to be great for that. I hope you all enjoyed today's card project and this has given you some inspiration on how to use these images in your next creation. Thank you so much for spending time with me today.